You know that mood where you feel like you don't want to talk to nobody? In the past, I used to go through that a lot before I was aware of what mental health problems really were, and it would put me in bad situations within the household. Like, my mom would probably be mad at me for not communicating, or I wouldn't take opportunity of the things around me because I wasn't communicating or feeling like that mood where I don't want to talk, where I feel grumpy, I feel agitated. But I've been more aware of it. I actually haven't had too many days like that. It's probably because I don't live in those days. So like, I gravitate more to the good. So even when I'm doing bad, I know that that day is just a day. I don't sit in it and think to myself like, my life's bad. I know that's just a moment. And that's everything. I don't expect life to be happy. I don't expect life to be sad. I expect life to be life. It's challenging. It's whatever you make it. As cliche as that sound, those times where you don't feel like talking to nobody, expressing what you're going through, it's not even expressing. It's like you don't even, the concept of talking doesn't even exist when you feel like that. Like, you don't want to talk. You don't want to communicate to nobody. You're low. I just want you to be aware of this time where you don't feel like talking, because we could casually throw out a symptom. Like, there's times where I've saw tweets go viral about that mood when you don't want to talk to nobody and stuff. That's a symptom of we're going through depression or anxiety, or something is just wrong in our environment. Our environment impacts us a lot. I'm very selective with the people that I communicate with nowadays, because some stuff isn't even worth trying to get people to understand, or even be too much in a certain person's face, because it might just take you for a loop when it was never even supposed to happen in the first place. So I spend my energy with people wisely. I really do. Some days I might don't text you. Some days I might do text you. We always like to communicate and share in a time where we feel like we can, but we need to have an abundance of it. Like, our cup needs to be leaking over in order to help or share or communicate with other people, instead of when it's balanced, when it, all right, I have everything, now do it. When you're balanced, you have $0. When you give out of that zero, out of your cup just being 50-50, you take it to 49%, and that's -1 if you had zero in your bank account. So let's start sharing and communicating when we're at that 100 and it's overflowing. That's when you can really give, instead of not being self-aware and giving when you really have nothing to give, sharing when you don't have anything to give. But if you need help, get help, please. This video isn't about you suppressing your emotions or trying to thug it out. No, if you need help, get help, please. I advise you to find help any way that you can. Not any way that you can, because drugs can be a negative way that you are finding help and coping with things. But reach out to somebody, man. Reach out to a mental health specialist. Reach out to a therapist. They're advertising therapy a lot.